Day 11 of our 60 days of basic networking. Let's go! Alright, so let's move on. So in this video or in this lesson, let's talk about naman yung tinatawag nating media converter as well as transceiver. Ano yung pagkakaiba nila and their characteristics and then some of their examples. Okay, so kapag sinabi nating media converter is just basically converting one type of, sabihin na nating signal or equipment or connection into another type of signal or equipment. Let's say for example, as you can see on your screen right now, basically you can see here, it converts a fiber optic connection into an RJ45. Diba? So magkaibang connector ang gagamitin or magkaibang cable ang gagamitin mo dyan, pero with the help of this media converter, we can convert the signal or we can convert the connection, in short. Okay? Diba? Malinaw yan. So, another one is here. Diba? So, you have an RJ45 here. So, this is an example. Okay? Another example is RJ45 here, and then at the end, you have an RJ11. So, RJ11, ito ay RJ45. So, that means, diba, pwede kong gamitin yung kable na yon like RJ45, and then, for example, if I'm going to connect something na in my local area network, for example, this will go to your switch, and then this one go to a, I don't know kung ano yung mga available na device, di ba? Depending on the setup ng network, na ang port naman niya or ang connector niya is RJ11, so we can convert the connection or the signal. Okay, so pero hindi naman na ginagamit. Ito mostly ginagamit sa mga maliliit na network. And then, ang kadalasan talagang ginagamit is transceiver kapag yung i-connect natin yung mga switches natin or equipment natin into another high level or high grade equipment. Okay, so here's another one. Nakita ko lang to sa internet. So, you can see here, this is a coaxial connector like the BNC, di ba? Na pinag-usapan natin kanina. And then, on the other end, you can see an RJ45. So, that means it converts that signal or that connection into a different form or different types of connection. Diba? Let's say for example, although napaka-exe nito, pero let's say for example, you are connecting a I don't know, parang TV siguro, and then connecting into a switch, something like that. This can be used or something like this can be used. Pero you're getting the point. Kapag sinabi natin media converter, we're just basically connecting different medium or devices together, right? Through a different types of cables, or we're converting different signal into different types of medium to the appropriate signal nung medium or nung device na yon. Does that make sense? Diba? So for example nga, here, sabihin natin we're connecting fiber on that port, and then paglabas niya, we're connecting RJ45. So this can be, for example, go from our core switch, sabihin na natin ganyan, and then this is for our switches na RJ45 available lang, depende on the setup. So yung identification, yung kumbaga yung needs natin for media converter really depends on the setup or topology na meron tayo sa network natin. So depending on the goals and setup or design of the infrastructure itself, kung kakailanganin pa talaga natin yung mga media converter na yan. Pero I just show you an example. I just show you how it works para kahit papaano aware ka. Kasi isa nga yan sa mga fundamentals. And then of course, kasama rin yan dun sa mga items in terms of CompTIA Network Plus. Alright? So the next one is what we call transceiver. So kapag sinabi nating transceiver, from the word itself, that means it's a transmitter and receiver in one. Or it can transmit and then can receive at the same time. So, ang pinagkaiba naman niya dun sa converter, si converter kasi is nagko-convert nga nung signal or different types of connection or connector. Diba? Now, si transceiver is basically provides a modular interface doon sa mga equipments natin connecting into, for example, different equipments. Yung specification ng connector niya. Diba? So, ang ilan sa mga pinakasikat na example is, as you can see here, it's an SFP module or small form factor pluggable. Okay, ang example natin na to is an RJ45 or a copper SFP. 'Di ba? So, yung RJ45 connector natin, let's say sabihin na natin na this is a Cat8 kasi high speed. And then, ito yung i-connect natin doon sa slot ng switch natin. For example. Okay, and then this one going to another switch. Let's say for example, sa core switch mo or sabihin na natin sa access switches mo kung ito ay iyong core. Does that make sense? Right? Here's another example. This one naman is an SFP Plus. Ibig sabihin, enhanced version ng SFP. So, they work the same. Yung function nila is the same. Ang naiba lang is yung capacity nila. And then, of course, yung itsura nila. Okay, mas maliit siya pero mas mataas yung capacity niya. And then, yun nga. So, naiiba yung kaya nilang, or speed na kaya nilang i-handle. Right? So, here's another one. QSFP means Quad Small Form Pluggable. Small Form Factor Pluggable. Okay? So, advanced version din siya ng tinatawag nating SFP wherein it improves the speed as well as with QSFP, ang nangyayari, apat na SFP yung magkakasama doon sa parang transceiver niya. And then, of course, meron din siyang kasunod na version which is QSFP Plus. So, here's, I guess, their meaning yan. So, small form factor pluggable. That's what we call SFP. So, isa yan sa mga pinakasikat at gamit na transceiver. So, paano siya ginagamit? Let me show you my switch right now. Para magkaroon kayo ng idea, how does this really work in the real world? Para pag nag-interview or naging network engineer na kayo in the near future, kahit paano meron na kayong basic foundation or kahit paano meron kayong idea, how does this really connects and fits together, right? So here is our switch, 'di ba? So itong mga Ethernet or normal Ethernet port ko will be connected to an RJ45 connector. Sabihin na nating patch cable, tapos yung dulo nga niya, katulad ng nabanggit ko dun sa inyo sa mga naunang video, will be going to our patch panel. Tapos yung patch panel natin, yun yung dediretso doon sa mga cubicle para sa mga wall jacks. And para dun sa mga endpoints natin like desktops, IP phones, and so on. So we're good with that. Now, for example, ito ay nagsisilbing access switch natin. Ibig sabihin, connecting our end devices dun sa patch panel nga. Now, syempre, itong access switch natin will be connected to a core switch or yung pinaka-uplink niya kung saan will be connected to the rest of the network. So that means I can use a transceiver here. Like for example, makikita mo dyan, 1000 base X SFP. Diba? So, pwede mo siyang, actually, ito pala. Kaya lang, hindi ko siya matanggal. Tapos, isa pa, fiber kadalasan ang ginagamit natin. Or kapag copper, katulad ng pinakita ko sa inyo dyan sa picture kanina, meron tayong, for example, Cat8 or Cat7, Cat7A na high-speed na copper cable being used as the uplink. So, for example, I use an SFP here. Dito ko siya i-connect. So, itong dalawang ito, nakapasok doon sa SFP, tapos yung SFP ang nakapasok doon sa port, SFP port ng switch. So, yung mga advanced switches natin, ginagamit natin, may mga port sila ng, para sa SFP or QSFP. Okay? So, malinaw tayo. Gets nyo na kung para saan at kung saan ginagamit. Very good. Right? Oops. Okay? So, the next one is, sabi ko nga kanina, yung enhanced version nila, which is what we call quad small form factor pluggable. So, ang pinagkaiba ni SFP dun sa SFP Plus, si SFP can handle up to 1 gigabit per second bandwidth or transmission. Now, si SFP Plus can handle 10 gigabit per second. So, this one is an SFP. This one is an SFP Plus. Fiber naman siya. Okay, now si quad small form factor pluggable or QSFP, meron siyang 4-channel na SFP. That means it can handle 4 Gbps. Kasi ito, yung dulo niyan, 4 na SFP ang katumbas na kayang i-handle. Okay? So that means it can handle up to 4 gigabit per second transmission. Now, si QSFP Plus or yung enhanced version ng QSFP, it can handle 4 channel ng SFP Plus. 'Di Diba? So, kung si SFP Plus can handle 10 gigabit per second, that means this can handle 4 Gbps. Yung QSFP Plus. So, this one is an example of QSFP Plus. Okay? So, malinaw tayo dito. Hopefully, matandaan nyo itong mga term na ito dahil nga isa to sa mga fundamentals, right? And then, if you work with, for example, in Converge or PLDT, isa ka dun sa mga network technician or fiber, PLDT home fiber, installation technician, and so on, probably you're familiar with all of these connectors and all of these media transceiver and converter. Pero, yun nga, yung basics and foundation or fundamentals is what I've shown you in these slides or in this video. Okay, so I guess this is it for this lesson. I'll see you on the next video.